of late February. Maybe I don't know. Well, it looks like they're eggs. Frog eggs. Bunch of them. What? I don't know, maybe the 15th or something. Middle to late. Maybe the 18th at the latest. 15th to the 18th of February. I've already got fresh babies coming in. So this was gonna be a shore walk video. Used to be able to. There's a shore down there, but it's underwater. The water level has risen by about 4 feet. I'm thinking since, I don't know, maybe a week ago or something. It's really shot up. So shore walk is gonna have to wait until water drops down. So nice. Afternoon light on the mosses. Very nice. This will be a woods walk. Kind of an upper shoreline walk. Kind of see the tail end of the islands right over there. This is the far end of Poop Lagoon. Some fish were doing some good jumps over there. They seem to have stopped. Interesting poop. Maybe a coyote poop, but there's no hair in it. Hopefully kind of see a fish down yonder. So it's hard to say how far I can actually go with the water being as high as it is. You never know. But it could end up being a fair distance. This is late February. Middle late. '15th through the 18th, somewhere in that range. Someone was burning some plastic. Very nice. Keeping up the tradition. Must be kids. I left their pants. It's not good. Probably pooping them. about the only reason someone would leave their pants. I don't know. You know, they started this. It looks like it burned for a minute, and then they just like, that's too hard. Yeah, so really, they tried thinking, I thought the little water bottle would get it going. Keep it going. Let's see how bad this person pooped his pants. Don't see any poop. I don't see why you would throw out leave perfectly good coveralls around. You know, you think the only reason you would leave them because you pooped in them. Apparently they just had one too many pairs and needed to get rid of one. This is TVA land. Four-wheeler trails right up there. This probably goes 2 miles, maybe 3 miles, you know, kind of maybe 4 miles, you know, that's just kind of windy shoreline as TVA land. That was surprisingly light. You'd think being some big old chunk of wood it would be heavier. Decent size. It's just colors that are different. Those colors. Stash of buses. Stash of nuts. This is interesting. It's kind of like a glowworm. I wonder if this is a glowworm or something. He's in there. He's got this nice little web. It's like a little webby area. Here we got the ants. Kind of protecting their tunnel entrance. It's hard to say if that's an egg or not that he's carrying. Some nice molds and things. I'm wearing a backpack. And I got the top of it open. Some real nice myceliums. It's like, wow. That's not a root, that's a mycelium. It kind of looks like a root, but that's like a nice fatty mycelium. Well, back. In case if that was like a glowworm or something. I don't know how common glowworms are. You'd think a glowworm's something that's kind of special that you might not want to harm. A woodland glowworm. trash collects in these bays. And up there's the roadway. It gets washed in on the high water lines and dropped in on the peoples up top. Those top peoples. A lot of nice styrofoam that people use for their floaties. Might end up underwater at some point. Oh, yeah, easily. I'm only maybe a foot and a half above the water line. Those right there. Looks like the water will rise another pretty much over my head. Peak water line. Oh, this would be underwater at peak water level. Nice white wall. I think it's a boat. There must be a boat around here somewhere. Here, like a sounds like an engine idling. I want to see what's inside there. A nice big 5-foot diameter culvert. There's people around. I can hear them, but I can't see them. That's the bad thing about chemical out of my hand and clothes. Bad thing about it. So these rocks are just put here for the rail. They got big holes in between them. They're covered in leaves. So you get to step on a little patch of leaf. Your foot sinks down too. And enough of that. Kind of a nasty spot inside of this bay. Floodplain. Probably my last exploratory hike for this trip. Transition into shredded real good. Transition into looking for more mushrooms. And being more closer, I'm hoping that's a deer jaw. Yeah, it's deer's. Some funky teeth. Oh, the nice little seashells. This is how the limestone gets deposited. Look at all this limestone. This is an ancient shark tooth. Limestone with iron. Where does all this iron come from? Pretty soon the spring mushrooms should be maybe starting. Yeah, I think last spring I started looking too late. Yeah, I found that one big morel mushroom, and that was it. Didn't find any other morels. So I'm thinking what happened was that one that I found just somehow made it till the end of the season without getting eaten by a critter. Someone had harvested a squirrel from that area. It could be that squirrel was the one that was eating the goodies, and that they got harvested. Again, there's no squirrels in the area to eat that one morel. Speculation aside, got some sow bugs. These are the land variety, and then you got the water variety that I've been playing with a lot lately. The aquatic sow bugs. Ugh, this is slimy. It's so wet. I would like to find more morels. Get a ooh, they're landing. What do you guys see? They've been kind of squawking at something in this general area. At one point, I heard something rustle. And it looks like I gotta head up anyways. This shore's gonna be a little crazy. And a nice little burrow. Pretty active, it looks like. Find some morels though, so I can spread them around my property. Hopefully get them growing more right there next to the house. Morels are the only mushroom that I actually like. I like all the mushrooms for the nutritional value, but flavor and texture I don't like. Except for the morel. Morel actually has a nice flavor. That's all the ones that I've tried. I haven't tried that many. But definitely I wouldn't mind having a lot of them growing for actual use, not just for emergency poop hits the fan use, but for actual like harvesting and eating daily foods use. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Maybe. A lot of ground to cover. Kind of would like to get most of it on here. Where the battery goes. There we go with the pileated. A little too glary. Those guys are big. Like the size of a chicken. 12 inches, 15 inches, 18 inches. Yeah, the woodpeckers are pretty cool. I don't really mind people moseying on around on the forest floor. A lot of birds, even though they can just, they're high up in a tree and can fly away, they still don't like people getting close to them. But those guys don't seem to mind too much. I would keep an eye out for maple leaves, but this is too far away to be setting up a maple tap. Didn't quite make it. That's like a water turtle right there. Something caught him, flew him up here, dragged him up here. Not a box turtle. I wonder how long you gotta be on the ground to rot out that much. Has it been like 50 years, 80 years, 100 years maybe? This was a big guy, you know, at least 2 foot diameter. 2 foot of wood to get rotted out. Maybe from this thing. Cool thing about trailblazing. Oh wow. Never mind. So there's still 4-wheeler trails here and there and everywhere, which is sweet, you know, for access, but this is Sunday. There's a 4-wheeler trail. Connects up to the main line. A lot of people up 4-wheelering today because it's Sunday. So Cool thing about trailblazing is that you're not going to run into people because y'all stick to these four-wheeler trails. These are nice for covering ground, huh? Some nice, what do you call them? Oh, it's got some spider eggs. Kind of flavorless. Which isn't bad, you know, it's just not good. A lot better being flavorless than bitter. And those mushrooms. Jelly mushroom. Do some trips out here this fall, so I could hike the shore this fall. That'd be nice once the water's dropped down. And that's four-wheelers. That'll be nice once the water's lower. I can do a short walk. So the question is, are these four-wheeler people going to take the off-ramp? Sounds like they are. You never know. I'm gonna wait and see what they do. So that was like 5 four-wheeler ring people. I call it quadding. Yeah, he's just flying, swimming away. Nice little squirrel. Looks active. It's a nice day out, and what do you call it? Finished the framing yesterday. Some persimmons. I wonder if this is a massive persimmon tree. So this is a good stopping point in the construction. Good time for a hike. And, you know, it was 20 degrees 2 days ago. I still got ice in one of my back tubs at the back of the house, back of the shack. it's like, feels close to 70, mid-60s today. It's kind of after a real cold spell. It's definitely nice having, and when you get a warm day, that's just a massive thing. I don't know what it's doing out here. I mean, it's a railroad over yonder, old railroad. So it's something for the railroad. That's awfully huge to get moved around. This is flat ground down here. You wouldn't think it just rolled down here. I'm always gonna get washed down here. Yeah, so I figured it would be a good time for a hike, despite it being Sunday. This has definitely been a lot of four-wheelers today. That's kind of active. It's a lot flooded right now, though. It's an interesting rock. Oh, that's why. It's a plastic bottle. Being under the roots, it was a rock. Get a lot of windfalls. Cool thing about winter, you can see really good, and there's no ticks. Well, at times there's no ticks. I wonder what did that. It's a little hole. Time to rot it out. Not too many newts around. They had gone back to Rebecca. Now that the aliens are gone. start looking for Rebecca's. Maybe have more luck. Unless they all died in the crash. I think they probably did. You can't get lucky all the time. Pair of stairs. Someone must have had stairs going down their bank, and then they got washed away and ended up over here. Along with that tree. Oh, and there was a fish right there. Four-wheeler people. Otherwise peaceful. It's a crazy kind of disconnect. So TVA is federal land, you know, that's in Tennessee, but, you know, owned by the federal government, not by the state of Tennessee. And it's managed by the, you know, Tennessee Valley Authority. Something was going on. So when a pirate buries their treasure, typically bury it at the base of a tree. Then you know it's at the base of such and such tree. Looks like something peed right there. Some animal peed, probably a coyote. Peeing on the tree. Did a big long pee right in that spot. Killed the moss. So the good thing about a four-wheeler is they maintain these trails, or the state maintains these trails. You know, I doubt the people do themselves, other than just driving on it. When you're driving on it, you're compacting it and all that jazz. Some driftwood up here. That's like 8 foot, probably more, maybe 10 feet down is that water. Pretty much a straight drop off. So, I mean, the water was 10 feet higher. You know, it would get 10 feet higher, 10 feet higher. At high water level. So TVA has different kinds of land. Most of it is just general use, you know, undefined. And they got some land, very little, that's actually made for four-wheelering on, quadding on. But everyone goes quadding on the general use where they're not supposed to. No OHVs. You know, you're not supposed to use the OHV on this land. I'm guessing, I don't know what OHV stands for. I'm guessing it's, you know, four-wheelering. It's an interesting one. It's like an old moldy bottom to a acorn. So you wouldn't think that some of the briar berries. You wouldn't think that the trails would be maintained. You know, federal TVA says don't drive them on. Don't drive on it. And the people themselves, you know, they don't want to spend their Sunday out brush hogging the trail. They want to spend their time something. Almost looks like a turtle, but I think it's just a leaf. More fish activity right in that spot though. I figured maybe it was a turtle activity and that was a turtle. But it's just sitting there. Oh wow. That's a nasty bunch. Sometimes these briars just turn into thick mats. You know, it's like all of those vines. And these briars are thorns. I think that's how this thing happened. Snagged on a briar. I got a nice little scar right there. I generally just walk through the briars. But I have to walk through one just the wrong way to tear my pants and make a scar. Empress tree seed pod? No, what is this? Oh. Tree stump. Down a long time. False snakes. Yeah, that one fire was the Gatlinburg fire. Not in Tennessee, but somewhere, well, you never know, maybe it's Tennessee. but it was like the southeast. You know, I'm thinking it was more of one of the Carolinas. That's kind of, you know, right here. Maybe it's Kentucky. Do a lot of pooping. You wouldn't think that there'd be a fire, forest fire, you know, like in an area this wet, you know, like Gatlinburg. As wet as the southeast. But it happens. I don't mind having a bunker. I wonder if that's the guy doing the pooping. Really thick. It's actually looking thinner along the shore. Easier trailblazing. Cool thing about deer is actually this looks like corn stalk. Deers actually eat these thorns. The deers like the briars and the blackberries, which are the two more common thorn bushes around here. Nice little bobber. Oh yeah, this is only maybe 4 or 5 feet above the water. Not that high above the water. I was thinking we were about 10 feet above the water. That's a big one. Yeah, there's supposed to be some dead bodies out here. Somewhere's in the woods. And that's just a fishing pole though. So what do you call it? In one of my hikes, a New Year's Eve hike I think it was, I was finding all these chlorine buckets. And it was like, what are all these chlorine buckets doing out here? I'm thinking now, after having thought about it for a little while, that chlorine was used in making meth. Like, well, this ain't people skeletons. Oh, it's a fish. Gill plate or something. That's a pretty big fish. Like maybe you use chlorine to make meth. But apparently, at some point in the past, meth heads set up a meth shop on some guy's land out here. I mean, you got a lot of, this is like TVA land. Woodcutter land, forestry, you know, logger land. And then it seems like families have been like passing on the land. You know, there's a lot of plots, parcels that are owned, large parcels that are owned by the same person or multiple people with the same last name. You know, like generationally, you know, it just keeps getting handed on. So I'm thinking it was one of those miscellaneous plots that meth heads that, you know, are family owned. Meth heads set up wow, this is a rough one to get up. That meth head set up shop on it. And we're making their meth there. Motorboat. And then the guy came out there, saw their shop, and was like, "What's this?" And they apparently killed him and disposed of his body somewheres. And no one's ever found the body. They found the guy's truck. The meth heads killed him and dumped him somewheres and left his truck. Police found the meth labs and all that, and the meth heads. They never found the body. Would be trippy. Oh, this is kind of far away from that spot with the chlorine buckets. I don't know. This is 15 miles maybe from there. 15 miles from the chlorine buckets. You wouldn't think meth heads would have enough initiative to move a body 15 miles, but you never know, maybe they do. It isn't too deep into the woods. Bunch of little midges right in there. Maybe there's poop or something down in there. What are they doing? Ants are attacking them? What's going on? I never know. All kinds of funky stuff. I know it. There's probably a burrow in that tree. And that's why there's poop right there. This is all matted down. This gets a lot of traffic, this spot. Some animal's been doing a lot of something around here. Probably from there. Maybe inside this one too. That one looks too healthy to be the burrow, be the hollow. A lot of poop seeds. Seedy poop. It's a berry eater, whatever it is. I don't know what that white poop was. I was having a hard time finding enough berries. Oh, MGeezy. This is a rough go of it. Oh wow, look at that. That's big. This is like a cow or a horse or something. Holy. That can't be a human's. That's too big for a human's. Look at this. It's a monster. It's big around as my hand. Rib cage right there, or a rib. I'd be impressed if my femur doesn't look like a tibia fibia. It looks like femur where the thing goes. This must be a front leg and a back leg maybe. femurs for a front leg and a back leg. I guess maybe a cow has. Humerus. Something. That also could be a casket. So back in the day, people buried their... You have a lot of family cemeteries. People where you bury your family members on your land, you know, like in this spot, or that spot, the other spot. Kind of like that movie Pet Cemetery. You would have a little cemetery for your pets too. Not all the time, but sometimes. Sometimes another cemetery for your children. Kind of, you know, going back 100 years, you know, generation after generation. Could be what that was. I'm gonna have to climb up. This is just too thick. They moved most of the graves, all those family cemeteries, when they flooded it. Moved the cemeteries to higher grounds. But very easily could have missed these graves. And they could have been eroded out of windfalls. These are some big ones. Whew. Yeah, I have to go up. I can't get over that guy. Being right along the shore does not make for easy hiking. Steep grade. Squirrel's got like a walnut or something. He doesn't want me to get. He's like, you ain't getting my walnut. I'm gonna do the ridge. Deers are chewing on these ones. That's nice. That's kind of like a big peninsula. Eventually, it kind of loops back in. And I should hit a pretty major stream. And that stream is like a line where TVA ends and private begins. Oh, and you can just follow that stream up to the railroad. The general plan. There is a cool little island out here somewhere in Poop Lagoon. Poop Lagoon Island. Nice big tree. Very pretty. I like the mosses. This top clay turns into hard packed clay. And the tree roots go down a few feet until they hit that hard packed clay, the bedrock. This is like, you know, big rock. Layers of rock and clay. And the roots can't go any further. Wow, I kind of want to see more of the shoreline, but this is just OMGZ. So thick. So this is why I want to surround my property with thorn bushes. It's kind of like, yeah, you can get through them, but who's going to? You know, who wants to? You know, no one wants to go through something like that where it's just all these thick thorns tripping you. Instead, you can just go around and look for the honeybees. Hey, honeybees. That's just too thick over there to go down. When the water's down low, I can actually walk the shore without all of something. The briars. Interesting. Pine trees are over there. This one made it pretty far away from the pine trees. valley. That looks overgrown. Another ridge over there. My battery's getting low, so this is gonna take some finagling to get through. So if I find a good way through, I'll start her back up, but otherwise call this a video. Yeah, thinned out pretty quick. This is all looking pretty doable. That's crazy. That's a basketball right there. Old top basketball. This is basically spring. Well, not really, but yeah. Middle end, last half of February. But still got those berries on the tree. Or, not tree, on the vine. Nice little bay. Definitely like this. It's like you can travel. That spot up there, there's a bunch of old downed trees. There's a big clearing. The clearing was overrun with the vines. This will be rough in the summer. When the water's, that'll be the water level way over here. So I'll be right around. I'll be mosquito infested. There's a lot of water moccasins. The water moccasins will love it. The water moccasins love it when it gets flooded. I got a lot more shorelines, but it's not like there's any shortage of shorelines. So much shorelines around here. This is cool. Toilet bobber. A little toilet float. Goes inside the toilet tank. Put something, potato chip wrapper inside their water bottle, and a full water bottle, like some Jack Daniels. It's unsightly having all this garbage around, but it'll come in handy when the poop hits the fan and everyone's raided the stores. It's kind of like people raid the store and take, all of the hammers and all of the things, like way more than they actually need. They'll hoard it, so there's nothing left in short order. All of the stock just sitting around disappears. But no one will be coming out to the lake shore to gather garbage. I guess it's kind of like carts of darkness. Oh, this plastic could go around the lake shore and do some recyclings. Let's see. I'm gonna go upland. Still not much in the way of wild edibles. You do got these. These are little wild garlics. Wow. They're still down in there, but those tops are a nice chive taste. Gnarly one. One of my favorite trees right there, like a beech tree. The top broke off. It did all these new little sprouts. That's like a massive coppice. It's like coppiced 20 feet up. It's coppiced. Hard to say where that top went. The lake took it away. Yeah, it looks like battery's about to die. So that'll be it for this video. This is coppiced 20 foot up. This is the back side of it. CLABS ABC KIK oh maybe Y, you never know. But this K Gary 1977. So it's like 50, over 50, no, almost 50 years ago someone did this. Big ol' knot on the root, you know, like maybe they jammed their knife into the root and did whatever. I made a big X, you know. X marks the spot. This guy's been here a while. This squirrel. This is the part far end poop lagoon that I like. The open lake. The last of the island chains right there. That down there is the end of Rex Island. And the island behind Rex Island right there. So the open lake, kind of nice and flat, gravelly beach, you know, so as the water rises, it's still nice and gravelly to walk on. Pretty good current right there. And at this end, it's flat, so you can actually, you know, take it easy, you know, set up a little area. That's a good glare of the sun. And this is Poop Lagoon. The far side. It's like, wow, way over there. That's where I usually go. Back into Poop Lagoon. I've done that shore, you know, connecting up Poop Lagoon and going all the way placid, probably smelly. No smell right now, but in summer or something, you know, it's actually swimming weather, might not be desirable. But there's a lot of open flowing water right through there. A nice current, not enough to wash you away, but enough to be clean and nice. Poop lagoons, very nice.